Alright, one more. Man, things are crazy around here. Oops. Like, literally, Oh, where do I start? Well, first we'll start with the fact that I didn't upload a video for a while. I mean, in all honesty, it didn't happen because I've been focusing on this garbage. Here, let's bring this into frame. Been focusing on this garbage, which, has been healthy stuff. Like, uh, I figured I might as well try something different. We got summer coming up and whatever, so I decided to try and be healthy, but it's like really difficult. So I had to like stop doing videos for a minute so I could focus on what to do. Now we're at what? I don't know. I essentially like I guess we should go over it. I just did whatever I wanted. Like I ate as many Oreos as I wanted. I could do whatever I wanted. It was pretty fun. Um, and then I decided, summer's coming. Might as well try. Um, and so yeah, I'm like, screw it. So now we're going with like whatever dairies and whatnot. Technically, I still need protein. I'll probably honestly just eat some spam off camera. But as far as this goes, I'm like, I guess I'll show him this. Like, it's the most real thing that I've been up to, anyways. Essentially, this is the first time we're bringing like vegetables into it. Vegetables took a couple days to get used to. I mean, I still need to get used to them, but it's one of those things where it's like, I guess we'll try one for right now, though. Because I was planning on just eating these plain. I was thinking about maybe doing ranch, but I was like, you gotta try to not do it first. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. How lame. Room's a mess, I'm sorry. Like I said, we're in a transition phase here, so been cleaning out my closet, been trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here. Let's see how this tastes though. Well, actually, I do want the salt. Hmm. Tastes like, I don't know, zucchini. Really isn't that flavorful. The salt's awesome though. Hmm. I guess it's okay. We'll continue to eat it while we're making food. Hmm. Anyways, what else? I'm like trying to cut back on like sugar water. I mean, I know this is still not good for you, but I need some kind of carbonation to feel good about myself or to eat with foods. Carbonation in food is like the best. I think the aspartame's like giving me just a small headache, but I don't know. It's been a while since I like regularly drank it. I had these things all the time as a kid. I remember bugging my mom all the time hoping we'd get some. All right, let's see. Where are we at? I guess we're trying to go for like 6 ounces or something. I can't see the ounces from here, especially since that line just went whoop. Okay, so we're at 8, and it's per 6. So it's like what, 160? Also, I've been walking around like the kitchen with like weights and garbage because like normally I walk around the kitchen for like an hour, 2 hours, and it's just like really boring. And I'm like, okay, fine. If we're gonna be doing all this health stuff, we might as well also start making sure we're doing as much as I can while walking around the kitchen. I'm tired of walking for like 2, 3 hours and not feeling tired. It's like, okay, I might as well just pack on some weight. That really does tire you out pretty quick. Not like really, really quick, but kind of quick. Okay, okay. Anyways, where are we at? Nah, we are at like 6 ounces. Technically, I need to eat more to see if I'm actually having enough food or not. Because I'm pretty good at going without food, so that's why I have to eat a lot of vegetables to make sure I feel full, hopefully. But I don't know. I'm trying to do this the right way, but stuff's difficult. This stuff is like, what, 270 per... Should we just put a cup in and make it, what is that? 300, 400? Yeah. Maybe we'll just go 400. So we'd be at 400, 560, and then whatever those are, we'll be at like 600. And man, and that's why I liked also taking the sugar water out. Because these things, that thing's only like 10 calories per container. So I know I really wanted to convert literally my sugar calories into like, protein or like dairy calories. Like that sounded fun. Where are we at on that? Dang, are we really at almost another cup? Well, if that's at 3/4, I can probably add a little more. Is it really like? Do they say if it's like dry yield? I guess you could do by the weight. That's what my sister said. She's like, just do it by the weight. That's like the easiest and most accurate way. She's like, you can also do it by the gram, which makes it even more accurate. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty smart. I don't have a spoon. Okay, I do have to leave to go do that. But my room's such a mess. I'm sorry. Anyways, this is life. How it's so real. But my apologies. But you can look around and judge me if you want to. Oh, I'm looking at it. Something I forgot to do was technically like, man, I hate to say this, but like my abs are off, and I think it's from driving. I think literally driving like caused it because like I was trying to figure it out. Like I walk around my kitchen like one direction usually, and I thought that was the problem, but then like I'm like, does it really? And like like I try and tell, like I'll just like do this at certain points and be like, that doesn't feel like it's really engaging my core that much more. But I mean, I remember having it for a while, but maybe it was the kitchen thing when I was younger. But then I started driving, and I drive a lot, or used to drive a lot for work, like hours a day I could drive, like even more than hours a day. Like some days you could be driving 4 or 6 hours just because that one job was that far away that you had to get to. That's pretty good. I usually like to have that as my dessert after the protein. It's going to be a little weird eating the protein after this, but I'll just probably, I don't know, have a little more of the yogurt and granola, in all honesty. Anyways, hours a day. And that's when I was like, I was in my car, and I was driving, and like I felt my abs, and I was like, like gas pedal, like, I'm always stabilizing myself like this. The only one that's ever floating is this one because, it gets tired or whatever. The other one's on the gas or whatever, so it usually gets planted and then just rotates at the foot. So I think I never ended up engaging it. So now I have to wear this on like one of my legs and walk around the kitchen in reverse, by the way. I'm also walking around the kitchen in reverse with that thing. And then even if like we'll say it, makes one leg bigger than the other, that should be really easy to work on. But this ab thing is like pretty far off. Like if I was to do it just generally right here, like we're talking like there. Like that's how far off they are. This is the general portion. Also, I can see one of these popping out while the other one does not. It's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. I guess everybody's got their problems. It's good. I like it. Honestly, it's not that bad. What the tough part is like literally not feeling hungry. Because like if you're somebody who likes protein and yogurt and stuff, you'd want to put most of your calories in there, but you need dead weight essentially. Otherwise, you won't get full. Again, I don't have that problem. I don't mind being hungry. The problem is I don't want to not eat enough calories to be at the point where I'm at a deficit to a point where it's taking muscles. And it's like, why even try and work out if you're just going to lose them? I think I even said that last video. Dang, how many things have I repeated? Anyways, but yeah, this is like the most boring food. Don't worry, we'll get back to desserts and stuff at some point. I can still eat them. I've just been really tired focusing on all this stuff. Whew. I'm pretty good though, I guess. It's kind of hard to eat it. Like, in all honesty, I had to start working out to be doing this because, like, you actually get hungry enough that it's just like, you know what? Vegetables almost sound good now, at least for me. But I'm a protein and dairy lover, so vegetables was not my thing. But I guess I got to start before I'm dead. But yeah, no. Next thing to work on is going outside and stuff. I mean, I do walk a lot more, but like actually going outside for long periods of time doing stuff. It would be funny if one day I get to the point where I just walk around my kitchen with 40-pound weights in each hand that I could probably go hiking with it, look insane to everybody else. That would be kind of entertaining. But right now we're at like 15 each hand. Sometimes I go 25 just to see how I'm doing. Does it feel heavier? Does it feel lighter? And to kind of just really extreme extreme workout the whatever I'm feeling. Like essentially it's so I can tell what's going on. It's like, okay, what muscles am I working? It's like they all feel kind of warm. It's like grab the 25s. Oh yeah. Oh, like you can immediately spot where they're at. And then I usually try to tone it back down and see. But it's just it's a whole process. I see how long I can go for, but it's a casual thing. It's not a like push yourself for 5 minutes. It's a can you walk for like an hour with as much weight as possible? And it's like, no, I can't do this much. Cut back. You start walking around. You're like, oh, I'm feeling better. And then you pick it back up and you're like, I can't do it. Maybe it's the fingers. Like holding on to the weights gets too heavy. If they were like metal bracelets or something, I bet I could do it for way longer. But it's the fact that I actually have to keep my grip. And I will try and hold them like this too, but I know I'm missing out on some things. I try to like twist, see what I can do. Again, I try to see like, even with the heavyweights, it's like, is there any position that doesn't hurt, which implies that I haven't engaged that. I don't know. Should probably stop using that word. Working on? I don't know. I've loved the word engage since, playing video games. My cousin hates it. It's hilarious. I think he accidentally called one of his good friends my name, or almost did, because, of that exact situation. I think we'll be good with one of these for now. It's getting hard to eat right at this moment. It's just I can't do it. I mean, it is nice, though. Carrots would have been over. Like, zucchini at least has that, like, water ratio where you can keep eating it. I don't know if it has enough density, though, but I could not get through carrots this way. Broccoli, no. But, I actually got something that we can also work on. I essentially got, like, I don't want to guess what it is. Like, I got some kind of emulsifier. Essentially what they use to make, like, cheese really creamy. And so we're going to try and do like a cheese sauce with broccoli at some point, which sounds great because like it's like covering all the broccoli, makes it taste good while also being low. Again, I do have to worry about not getting too low, but right. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. You know everything. We'll see if we can come back and do this though. Where are we at? 12 minutes? Man, I'm so tired. I mean, I got enough sleep and stuff. I mean, I did work out pretty well, but I don't know. It's I normally don't talk to people or try to be high mental functioning for at least a few hours after waking up. So you're getting me at my tiredest. Haven't showered or anything. Sorry, but like I said, it's as real as it gets. Working on diet stuff. Well, not diet. Like, I mean, I guess technically that's what it is. I hate saying diet. I do whatever I want, and it turns out it's healthy now. It's tough, but it's working. I think we're good. Let's see what happens now that we left this in here. I'm still trying to do this on a budget, by the way. This stuff, literally the cheapest at the store. This stuff, literally the cheapest at the store. This stuff, I wanted it because I need to test something, so I didn't care what the price was because it was going to work. And this is technically cheaper than buying Coca-Cola in the cans, the 12-pack, sorry. The 12-pack, just buying these. And I'm like, dang, they're cheaper and they're like 10 calories. Aside from the scary, where is it? Oh, it says trans fat in here? That's scary, right? Oh, not a significant source, but that still means it's a source, right? And ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, potassium citrate, natural flavors, aspartame, potassium benzenite, preservatives, potassium, malic acid. There's no way it's worse than Coke, right? Still drinking Coke, by the way. Coke is like literally the most carbonated drink I can think of. Like it almost hurts to drink it. It's also like the only thing that truly clears my throat if I'm eating food. That's kind of why it wins and gets to the top of the list, is because it's like the only one that I can drink and actually go. It's actually hilarious. I think I mentioned this again, but like literally, I was drinking soda, um, and like my nephew was across the table, like what one in like a few months at this point, and like I'm drinking my soda, and I always go because like that's what my dad did, and I like and I picked it up because you do feel the ability to go like you have that like like I can actually breathe, like there's nothing in the back of my throat, um, and he like went he's like he immediately started doing. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But like, it is true. Like I do kind of do it unintentionally, but it's nice. But that's why it wins at the top. And him doing that, I'm like, oh, that's cute, and it's true, and that's why it wins out over the other ones. The other ones might have a nice little ooh, like we're in there, It's a nice. It's more bubbles per surface area, but it doesn't just have that pow pow. I want to feel like the carbonation's gonna hurt me. Mmm. Still pretty good. They made this stuff pretty airy. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I should try and make this stuff, actually. It doesn't look that difficult. What is it? Mmm. Free from artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives. But they did add sugar. Mmm. Whole rolled oats. Cane sugar. Canola oil. That doesn't sound as good as just making my own stuff. Maple syrup. Man, you have cane sugar and maple syrup in here. Honey? Oh, this sounds like just they're trying to hide how much sugar they've added. This has got to be awful. That's why it's got so many calories. It's because it's all sugar. Let's see. How much is the sugar, though? Yeah, it includes 8 grams sugar. Well, technically, we would have both of these. So that would be 46% your total value, supposedly. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to make our own stuff because that is just sugar. Garbage. I switch away from Coke and this is what I get? Technically, there's some better stuff at Costco that I'm going to end up getting, but in the meantime, I should probably think about making my own stuff if it's going to be that unhealthy. It's nice, though. I mean, it's still like oats, I guess, but way too much sugar. Actually, let's grab a Coke for reference. 78%. That's hilarious. That's like nothing compared to that. That's why I had to put in reality. Like, that sounded like a lot at 46, but I'm like, I literally drink sugar water. Where are we at? So what'd that be? If I have 3 of those a day, which I normally do, that's like, what, 200%? I normally get over 200%, and that's on a easy day. Some days I have like 8 sodas. I can do it. But not anymore. Now I'm working on garbage, and it's way easier to try to go all in than not. Except the feeling hungry thing. Again, don't want to lose muscles. That'd be stupid. Oh, I also promised like the pots and pans thing. That's going to happen at some point, but this is a health video, kind of. I'm not going to bring damaging pot pan hitting myself in just yet. Anyways. Okay. I need to figure out how to eat this stuff or do whatever I'm going to do before work. It was fun having you here. Hopefully it was a fun 20 minutes. I have no idea. I guess I'll have to watch it over. Ugh, the cringe. Anyways. All right. I guess since I'm doing it, you have to do it too. You might as well start working on the healthy thing. Like I said, I mean, I know this says aspartame, but there's got to be other cheaper solutions for whatever you're trying to cut back on. And there's just one thing. I'm not even saying, like, you see me? I'm still drinking carbonated water. I just tried to make it cheaper and way healthier for what I'm trying to do, which is, again, get, like, dairy and stuff in me instead of, like, calories and sugar. But that one I got to watch out for. Anyways, yeah, I mean, whatever. Most people probably don't have like a circular kitchen, so you can't just walk around your kitchen, or it's be like walk around your kitchen for an hour. And if you can do it easily, do it with weights. But I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who could go outside and do it, so I won't make you do that. But do something. I mean, why not? Look at me. I went 180 on this. Ugh. I'm not saying it's bad. It's like a good ugh, but you know, I'll ramble. Let's get you out of here. Go do something.